I'm delighted to introduce Jamel White. And Jamel is one of the students in our new BA Humanities program. He's doing his degree in English with creative writing. And thanks very much, Jamel.
Hi, so my name is Jamel White. I am in my first year of the English and Creative Writing BA Humanities stream. This is actually my second attempt at an undergrad degree. I've been out of secondary school for 5 years now, so it's taken me a bit of a while to kind of figure out where I'm supposed to be. So from an early age, I knew that I wanted to write in some form or another. If this course had been available when I was in school, I would have absolutely set my sights on it. I left school early, about 6 months before my leaving cert, so I had to go to a early school leavers course and then into this amazing PLC in creative writing up in Inchicore College of Further Education. So after that, I was able to get into Maynooth University, where I studied media, English and criminology. And while I enjoyed the English aspect of it, I felt like I didn't spend enough time doing that. So I might have stuck with it as well, but when I found out that this course was launching last year, I knew that a decision had to be made. So I dropped out of Maynooth and signed up for this. I was apprehensive at first because it took me a long time to get to Maynooth. That was a 3-year course. This one's a 4-year, so I was worried about graduating in the middle of my 20s. But all of that's quite internal, and it doesn't really matter because I have made the best decision of my life so far. So for those of you who really, really love English and who love to write, I can't stress how great it is for you to have all of your modules dedicated to it. The range here is fantastic because there's so much variety in what you'll be studying. So if you're in the BA Arts, you'll probably have maybe 2 or 3 modules. At the moment, I have 6. So you've got your basics that you will share with the Bachelor of Arts student, which is literature and context. We'll look critically at the work of Shakespeare and Chaucer. We also have a module in modern contemporary Irish writing, where we look at the likes of Anne Enright and Kevin Barry. But after that, I get to go to modules in children's literature. I get to do comics and fantasy. I get to do poetry. So I'm constantly in this zone where I am doing a subject that I'm in love with, and every day I'm able to be there and be absorbed in it all. Of course, we have the lens of creative writing. So being able to study creative writing for the 4 years of my degree is absolutely fantastic. It's completely cemented in there with the whole degree. So I've got weekly writing exercises that allow me to constantly improve my craft, to constantly motivate me to keep writing. It also adds an entire new perspective to all of the English modules that I am doing, because everything that I learn in those modules I can then apply to my own writing. Where was he? Yeah. So over the next 4 years, if you choose to go on to this course, you will be encouraged to maintain a creative mindset in all of this, in all of your English studies, and I think that speaks for itself. So thank you. I will be outside there after this if anybody has any questions about the course. Thanks for your time.
So much, Jamel, and we're delighted that you're here, and we hope you're finding home here now with us. It's great, and I love the way that Jamel looked, the way in which the English works with creative writing. That's part of the cognitive flexibility you get with an arts and humanities degree, that you're able to bring different things together in different ways. That's what we help with. And now I'm delighted to introduce you to Adesewa Awobadejo, who is here from our Linguistics and English BA program. I'll leave it to you.
So hello everyone. So I'm studying English and linguistics, and I came in an arts degree. So in first year, I had the 3 subjects. So I had English, linguistics, and drama. And originally on my CAO, I had picked English and drama. And then when I came in, I just experimented and picked linguistics, and I actually found that it was something I really, really liked. And what was interesting about it was that I had never come in contact with the concept of linguistics before. So from doing it, I knew it was for me, and I was really happy because it was something that I experimented with. And yes, I think that's one of the main reasons why I really do like arts degrees, because you can kind of just experiment and see what's for you. So yeah, what I love about UCD kind of as a whole, I think there's so many programs in place to facilitate and assist students. For example, there's a writing centre, and there's just so many programs like an access program and just things to kind of facilitate like everyone. I found that orientation week really helped me because we were assigned peer mentors, and the peer mentors were people who were like in your degree or like who were doing your course but like were a year above you, and that really helped because straight away you kind of had a mentor or someone who could kind of pass information and you can get advice from. And I think kind of coming in, it is a bit daunting not knowing anyone. So yeah, I really, really like that. And I know that, because I know from like 2 years ago before I came to UCD, there's kind of this misconception that you're going to struggle and that it's hard to make friends because UCD is so big. And that was something I was thinking about. I was like, I don't want to kind of just be like sunk in and not really like be seen kind of thing. But I think it's such a misconception, because you'll find that with societies and with even if not in your course, but like in societies, you kind of you are given the opportunity to kind of just make an impactful difference, even if it's a small thing, like just being in a society. For example, there's so many societies, as mentioned before. So I think, if you're probably thinking that, I'm kind of shy and I won't really be able to make friends, I think that's a lie, because that's what I was thinking. And finally, if I have any advice to kind of give to current sixth-year students, people kind of considering whether or not they should do one of the degrees, I would just say kind of, as mentioned before, kind of go with what you like doing, because college can be tough, but I think what kind of gives me solace sometimes is that I know that I'm doing something that I do enjoy, and I can, from the bottom of my heart, thoroughly say that I thoroughly like enjoy studying English and linguistics. So basically just have a think. And I know, for example, for myself, like in school, I was kind of like, I don't know, would you say kind of like the jack of all trades? Like I really liked a lot of subjects, so like English, French, and English. So I didn't really know what to do. But again, as mentioned before, I really, really am satisfied with my course because it's so broad, and it's the kind of thing where, you can literally go into anything, and I think that's what I like about it. And also, if you don't kind of pursue a career in your specific degree, it just gives you so much skills, and I can see already the kind of skills that I've attained from doing the degree and like the kind of skills that I use in my everyday life. So yeah, that would be my advice. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Adesewa. Adesewa raises really important points about the way in which we go through huge efforts here in the College of Arts and Humanities to ensure that you feel part of our community. We have a very active and supportive programme office, student advisors, and a fantastic orientation programme in our first week that will really help you with reinforce the choices you make, or be sure about the choices, whichever way you like. A great orientation programme, and the peer mentors are a key part of that as well. So you will walk into a community in your first week. Depending on which course that you do, you will have specific communities in that class. History and politics degree, you'll have 30 or 40 people in your class with you. You could go for one of the bigger degree programs that might be an English and history combination, but you'll be in tutorials in small groups with a set group of people. So you will have the advantage of diversity, huge range of people that you will encounter, and also the comfort and the support of small group learning environments as well. So we're really proud of that, and we work hard to keep it in our college. I'm delighted now to invite Ryan Fishwick, who's an MA History student and a BA Arts, History and Philosophy graduate from 2018. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, hi. When I was sat in your position 5 years ago, wondering what to do next, I had a little look around, and obviously from my accent, you can tell I'm not from Ireland. So I had a little Google, and I found UCD. And I just saw that the courses available, and particularly the Humanities course, was so much more flexible than anything else I could find in the UK. And then I did a tour, and I came around and I saw the campus, and I just fell in love with the campus. And on the campus tour, they also told me about something which hasn't been mentioned yet, is electives. So you can do like the Humanities program, and then you get electives as well, where you get to try out lots of different subjects. So in my first year, I came and I did history and philosophy. Then I also did French. But then throughout my course, I also tried out classics. I tried out beginner's Irish. It's Mr. Ryan. And social justice as well. So there's like just because you end up doing this, you can dabble in other things and try out other things. And also, like, when it comes to making friends and everything, I wouldn't worry about that when you come here. Like it's already been mentioned, peer mentors, you make friends through that, and you make friends through your classes and your tutorials, and you go out and you get coffee afterwards. And then there's also lots of other stuff to do in UCD, like there's societies. So like I became actively involved in the drama society, and now having done 3 years undergrad here, I know how to like do lighting design and how to produce a show and like take it outside of like the college and like try it actually like put on festivals and stuff. So like you will make friends. I didn't know anyone on the island of Ireland except my cousin Willow up in Leitrim, who was 13. So if I can make friends, then anyone can. So like that would be my main bit of advice when you come here as well. Like, do throw yourself, get involved, like ask people, oh, do you want to go grab coffee after class? Do that as well. And then choose, whatever subjects like you end up doing based on what you enjoy. Because like it was said earlier, what you enjoy is what you become good at. So like I really enjoy history, and then I found the more time I spent studying history, I would do better in, just because I'm enjoying it. And like you spend more time on it because you're interested. Oh yeah, so now I am doing the MA, and the reason why I decided to carry on studying history here at UCD is because I'm interested in pursuing a career in foreign affairs, diplomacy, and every time I looked at all the different kind of career routes and the jobs, they asked like, what degree did you study? And most of them are looking for a humanities-based subject because you need to go to other countries, you need to understand the culture, the history, the politics, because things don't just happen for no reason at all. Things happen because there's lots of complicated underlying issues and complexities to understand. So that's why I decided to carry on doing history. Also, like within my like undergrad here, I got to do lots of different workshops and like do wine receptions and meet ambassadors, and that was just through going to class, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Great.
I can't think of that.
Thank you. That's fantastic. Thank you, Ryan, in introducing really important points about the community and also the great view of the historian, cause and effect, which is a really important skill to learn. And now I'm delighted to introduce Niamh Moran, who is doing an MA in Literary Translation Studies and who is a BA International Modern Languages graduate. Thanks, Niamh.
So I feel very unprepared. Everyone else brought notes. I didn't. But that arts will teach you that you can just kind of blag things. So yeah, as has already been said, I did BA International Languages, just graduated this year. Whoop, achievement. I did Spanish and French, and then I'm doing a master's in Trinity. I know, I'm sorry, UCD, I betrayed you. And literary translation. But yeah, I would definitely second what everyone has said about do what you enjoy, because I totally found UCD, like the languages course, totally by mistake. Because when I first came here, like my dad was like, you can't just do Spanish and languages, you have to do it with something. So I ended up doing Commerce International, and really like the Spanish part of it. I did also Portuguese in elective, and I was like, no, business is not for me. So I changed, and I know that can seem really daunting, like, oh, do I change if I've done a year? And there's a lot of pressure from like parents and all that kind of thing. If you're really not happy, do it, because it was the best decision I ever did. I don't think I could have gone through another 3 years of commerce. Not being mean to anyone who does commerce, but I can barely count. So I was told to wax on about Erasmus, so I'll do that. If there's one thing I can tell you, go on Erasmus, because it is the best year that you'll ever have. I went to Seville in Spain for 1 year. So very sunny, 35 degrees, sangria, beach, like 2 hours away. It's great. And the European Parliament paid for it all, so it's grand. So that was the one thing that I think when they say like open doors, you're not going to come out of like UCD and be like, okay, if I go to all my lectures, then I'm going to become fluent. You really, in like whatever languages you're doing, if it's like, I don't know, like German, French, Spanish, Italian, you really have to immerse yourself. You really have to like go out there, like obviously go to your lectures. But obviously like there's so many societies here. There's the French Society, there's Spanish Society. They go on trips, they organise trips, they get in speakers to come and all those kind of things. That's one thing I wish I had got more involved in with societies. I got involved more in my final year, but I would definitely say to get more involved in societies, because as you said, that's like I had a really small course, like 40 people, so we were lucky, we were all really close. But especially if you're on a bigger course, you got like 200 people, societies is a really good way to like find your niche. So yeah, I can't think of anything else, but yeah, and also like that's the thing about art is like you can pick and choose kind of where you want to go. Like I did Spanish and French, I could do like loads of things. I could go into teaching, I could go into whatever, but like thanks to like some of my lecturers here, they were like, I kind of found that there was aspects of languages that I liked, aspects that I didn't. Like I'm not a huge fan of like, I don't know, really technical like linguistics, but I really like translation. So there was one module I did in my final year and I was like, this is what I want to do. And this is what I'm doing now. So I really want to go into like film, subtitling, dubbing. So it definitely opens a lot of doors. So yeah.
Thanks a million.